I am most grateful to you for gathering the medallion for Sarui.
Nice trick. Now who are you?
I am Scorn, a minion of Sarui. Now, hand over the medallions.
To a minion of Saruine? Over my dead body!
Make no mistake, they will be mine!
Hey people, I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is my Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered, What the Heck Is, at a glance review. Hi, I hope you guys are all having a good day. This is probably one of my favorite games of all time. This game made me question what I thought about JRPGs as a whole. This totally just changed, it bamboozled me. It knocked me out of my lane. It made me think about games in a whole new light. So, what is Romancing Saga Minstrel Song? So, Romancing Saga Minstrel Song is a remake for the PS2 of a SNES game, Romancing Saga. Romancing Saga is a series that was made by the creator of Final Fantasy II after it was panned by critics. He started using the leftover assets from Final Fantasy games, as well as extra work that he could get from the interns who were not working on the main titles in the series, to make his own franchise using his leveling system and also using his ideas. If you guys have never played Final Fantasy II before, it was one of the more weird ones, I would say, in the series, where a lot of ideas had been proposed and used that perhaps you'd never actually ever see in any other JRPG system. It had a password system, you leveled based on what you used, and I don't know, a lot of people didn't like it. It was sort of like how Elder Scrolls leveling works, and a lot of those same themes are in this game. Anyway, this was sort of it's a 3D remaster of that SNES game, and it's wonderful. If you look at the art style of this game, I mean, it might be not everyone's cup of tea, but the music in this game and the heart and the soul of it is beautiful. I don't know, I think this game is something that has stood the test of time due to its sort of simplified, sort of anime look. And the music and the performances within the audio is just beautiful. I don't know if you guys have played any of the other Saga games, like Saga Frontier, which is what most people have played, has a similar system to that, where you get to pick a select number of heroes within the game who all have their unique stories and motives to participate in the story. The grand story is collecting 7 sacred MacGuffins to take down Saruine, who's this sort of Sauron evil figure that coming back from the dead after being sealed away by the old heroes. Find this out through a collection of stories from the Bard, who's the guy who's in this intro right now, and it's all played out in this sort of open world. JRPGs aren't really known for their open worlds, but this game just sort of plops you into this big open map and just tells you to explore it. It's like Dark Souls, or a Rubik's Cube, where you have to sort of solve it yourself and sort of explore the world and learn its secrets, and that will help you play the game better. It sort of just throws you in the deep end and just says, learn me, it demands your attention. And yeah, so the way that quests and stories work in this game is that depending on your character's strength level, certain events in the world are occurring, and you sort of want to avoid combat and grinding so that you can complete events in the story, because during combat, time passes in the world and the world state proceeds. There's about 20 world states within the game. They're all based on your character's strengths, and yeah, it's sort of really interesting. Like I gave my friend this game, and he just sort of wandered the world for about 3 hours, not finding any quests. But yeah, it's something else, man. I want to tell you about some of the characters though. Let's get into it. We go in additional content. So Albert he's your sort of goody two shoes character. He has the most amount of like plot in his intro. Remember, this is sort of a remaster of a SNES game, so a lot of these characters didn't have that much story, but Albert definitely has the most story, and he's the one that will sort of babysit you throughout the first portion of the game and sort of handhold you to, if you're coming from another RPG, it'll sort of make you feel right at home, if you know what I mean. Barbara is the complete opposite of that, and she unlocks the entire map at like the start of the game, and you can just go wild. Hawk is a pirate. He sort of has like this storyline where he has a boat and he gets betrayed and he gets kicked out of the pirates, and he has to start adventuring on his own with his lizard friend and his pirate mates. Also one of the ones where I'd say it's like one of the more difficult ones to start out as he starts out quite strong, and also doesn't have most of the world unlocked. Sif is sort of like Albert's number 2. You unlock her very early in Albert's storyline, and her storyline sort of only starts when Albert comes into it. She's a barbarian, sort of macho lady. And before that became a big thing, you know, this is a 30-year-old character. And she's definitely one of the less story-driven ones, but still very interesting. Jamil is your sort of Aladdin thief character. He's very interesting in his own right. He is probably what I'd say is the best start. He unlocks most of the map and most of the characters very early, and he's very easy to sort of sink your teeth in once you've got more of a knowledge of the world. Claudia, she's probably in running for the second main character. She has this sort of storyline where she's a witch in training, but also royal heritage. She used to be like a princess, and then she got saved by a witch, and then started her witch training. She also has like some animal companions that you don't get in any of the other playthroughs. And she has probably the best stats in the entire game. Gray is like your sort of badass main guy. He gets this secret sword that he has to start forging around the world. He goes from town to town looking for like materials that upgrade his broken sword that talks to him. Very cool. And eventually Aisha, the nomad. She's sort of a steppe people who ends up in leaving her nomad tribe and starts searching around the world for these 7 fate stones. The combat in this game is like nothing else. It's probably one of the peaks in the series. Like, it takes all the ideas from Romancing Saga 1, 2, and 3 and just redoes them in a whole new light. If you played Saga Frontier before, it's like that, but a million times better. The graphics are amazing, and they're just like, there's a lot of, every line in this game has voice acted dialogue, and it's the most corniest shit that you've ever heard in your entire life. And with the new remastered, they added more characters and more quest lines and more quality of life features that make the game so much more playable. I think like my main gripe with this game is that it really punishes you for grinding whatsoever. You're sort of pushed into like avoiding all combat, which is the highlight of the game. The combat like is probably one of the peaks of the series, especially with that amazing soundtrack blaring in the background in every single fight. The equipment system and the trading system is probably one of the best in the series as well. You can unlock some of the best equipment just by buying things from the store, and there's not like that tropey part of like video games where you meet like you just keep meeting blacksmiths that make better and better equipment. No, you can just go to the merchant at the start of the game with the best equipment and be like, hey yo, give me that shit. But you need to like sort of increase your clout level to get that far. Yeah, no, I can't say how much this game is just like nothing else in JRPGs. It's like an open world. It's like a JRPG made with all Western RPGs tropes in terms of like an open world sandbox kind of setting. And it's really choose your own adventure because there's like 5 different endings that are all based on like what you want to do. And a lot of things, there's a lot of decisions and choices in this game that you wouldn't normally expect in a lot of games. Like, there's a lot of things that you can just do for the heck of it. You don't have to do the goody two-shoes things that your characters normally would do. I mean, there's actually rewards for being evil in this game, and there's all these different mechanics that are underlying in the system, like God faith and stuff like that. And yeah, I can't put into words how fucking amazing this game is, and I really recommend this for any RPG fan or JRPG fan. This is probably one of the best JRPGs on the PS2, and that's a tough claim to make, but nothing is like it. It's like the Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne of like the Saga franchise. It's like the one that everyone can say is a great game. And if you're a JRPG fan, I think you're really missing out on one of the most greatest games that have ever been made. And maybe I'm going a bit too far, but I recommend this definitely to anyone who's even mildly interested in it, and just give it a fucking whack. Anyway, this has been my thoughts and feelings and my review of Minstrel Song. Maybe I might redo this later down the line when I'm a better creator, but this is my opinion of this game. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.